It's game time in San Francisco as the crowd looks to cheer on their Golden State Warriors. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. And, of course, Jimmy Butler. A part of this lineup, we'll see how they do without him.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
Here's Risache. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Greg, we've got two teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
And the basket by Curry.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pass to White. All sorts of time. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Here's Risache. Here's Murray. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kuminga. Vucevic with the rebound.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
Here's White. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And Green is right there.
Oh, good anticipation by Draymond, crashing the glass right on time to win that second chance look.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And, unfortunately, Coach, the Pelicans still looking for the franchise's first deep playoff run.
Yeah, just 2 playoff series wins since their arrival in New Orleans back in 2002. They've had some tremendous talents, but the stars have yet to arrive.
Curry with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And now the Pelicans on the break. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Ivy. Plays it up and banks it in.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Pass to Vucevic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in... Oh!
I just love the energy and heart this young man Fears plays with.
And Stephen Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 9 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Ivy on the wing. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors leading by 8. Down low. Back to Moody. Over in the corner, Green. Right side, Curry. Golden State needs to get off the shot. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 12.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this year.
Jay. And slam dunk by Fears.
And you see the athleticism on plays like this. Fears really gets up for a guard.
In the corner, Moody with it. Here's White. Off target from outside. Pelicans trail by 9. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Dan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
55 seconds left in the first. Here's Reza Shea. Chalk up two there.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Moody. Outside Curry. Here's Vucevic. Out to White. And stolen by Ivy. Fires from 18. Second chance shot. Reza Shea wide open. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Reza Shea's got his second basket of the night. Over to the wing. Traps in the tray.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Here's Spears. And he makes good on the layup. Spears has got 8.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of
New Orleans, 17.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Pelicans trail by 9. Black with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
White drills it from outside. White's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And stolen by Fears. Pass to Bay. And Bay throws it down.
And forceful there from Bay, attacking the iron.
Here's Curry with the 3. The rebound by Bataze. Pelicans trailed by 10. Free throw line jump shot. Fears' shot is off.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And so here is New Orleans. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Pass to Bay. Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the way in. Bay's got it back down to single digits for the Pelicans. Curry wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Pelicans trailed by 11. Here's Black. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Wow, what a strong finish by Black. Sticking with it through the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic.
Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And, Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And we get a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Draymond Green. How's he doing, Allie?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Warriors provided some info for us. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. By their estimation, no further damage can be caused by playing on this particular injury, so they're going to roll the dice and he's going to play.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. And, of course, you never like to see any kind of injury.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, guys. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Guys, back over to you.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Curry with the three, and the Warriors another three.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Pelicans trail by 17. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And when he gets to the rim like that, it's almost impossible to take away options from her.
Here's Reza Shea. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Here's Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Santos. No good on the three. Pelicans trail by 15. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And it's Reza Shea missing.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Back to Grimes. Off target from three-point range. To the right side. A good look from Reza Shea. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but he dribbled. Oh! That is just wild. Wow.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Warriors ahead as they end the second quarter on a 14-6 run. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Warriors leading by 16. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. New Orleans with the ball. Fires from the wing. Doesn't go that time.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Wow, well, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing by 17.
Yeah, if you give Richer a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Santos. He's covered by Murray. 6 to shoot. Warriors getting another chance here. Post misses the shot.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Side out.
And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Richer. Connects, the jumper drops. Richer's got 11 points.
Well, you can see Richer finding his footing on offense more and more, including when to shoot it.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Out to the right wing. Now, Richer, 11 points in the game. Pass to Carter. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Well, Stan, one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this, it only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things, and a lot of times those foul baiters end up taking bad shots. And after playing the first half without a single turnover, he's gotten a little careless since the break.
Three-pointer. That shot misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Ivey. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Ivey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Oh, and he can't cap off the break. Warriors leading by 9. Pass to Post. Stolen by Carter. And now the fast break. Ivey with the ball. Now here's Kuminga. To the middle to stop the drought. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And it's Richer missing. The drive by Mitchell. He gets it in there. Mitchell's got his first 2 points of the night.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Pelicans trailed by 11. Here's Fear. Here's Messi. And Messi with the jam.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you, Kevin.
Looking to stay in the mix. Thank you very much. It's a great Talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., play college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure he'd attest he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy.
The drive by Mitchell. Offline from the high post.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pull-up jumper. Santos, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Here's Black. And Santos pulls it down. Warriors leading by 8. Fires the 3. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 6 points in the quarter. Pass to Fear. He takes it in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. Will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 11. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Pelicans trailed by 11. To the left side wing. Here's Black. There's the drive.
Well, look at how sudden Black can be on the drive. He saw an opening and did not make the mistake of hesitating.
New Orleans with the ball. Here's Fear. To the wing right side. From 12 feet out. Black, no good. Warriors leading by 9. Pass to Vucevic. Takes the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Plenty of space. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Reza Shay's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Another one for Reza Shea. This young man from France has insane potential, and we are seeing a bit of it tonight.
Here's White with the drive. The layup off target.
And look, he's had an off night. But it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Certainly not the number one thing Bay is out there to do, but he saw an opening and able to make the pass.
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. It's good. 14 points for Jeremiah Fears.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Moody's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one's good. Reza Shea.
A true highlight of Reza Shea's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
First one falls for him.
Well, what you like about Black is he processes quickly. And he moves quickly. Plus, great size for his position.
The Warriors leading. It's a floater. And that's 2 points on the layup. Curry's got 34.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Here's Reza Shea. And good that time.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
White goes in. Draymond. And the 3 misses.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Cleared away by Carter.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Black in the post to take the lead. Green rips down the board. The Warriors leading. Here's White. From outside, the shot is off. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
White outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pick by Vucevic. And get the three. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 17-7 run.
Yeah, just a tenacious play by Richard. He wants to be the guy who delivers for his team in these moments.
16-footer dropped in.
Always looking to be the leader. Big shot from him.
Here's White. Off target from outside. From 17 feet away. Warriors trailed by 3. Curry with it. Kuminga picks him up. White fires. The three goes down.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what James Borrego was saying to his team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. 17 points was their biggest margin. Green, the screen. Outside Curry. For 3. And there's the 3.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Obey. And they come back with a 3 of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here is Curry. White. He made it.
Oh, it is cold. Down it goes at the buzzer. Oh, it doesn't get any better than that.
Unreal. What a finish. Nothing better than a buzzer-beating 3 to win.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
It is fine to come